Hello, everybody, and welcome to the SCGSEA Games Open Series. Are you
top 8?
Top 8. Are you excited about this top 8?
I'm excited. This deck seems really sweet.
I'm pretty excited about this top 8. I'm Gavin Verhey, joined here by Brad Nelson in Seattle, Washington. And Legacy Top 8 is decided. We have 8 people that are going to be fighting for the coveted first place. All those open points, a bunch of money. Here are the decks. We have Ben Swartz, first place, playing Hive Mind. Second place, Alex Amato with no rug. He's been under the camera twice today.
Yeah, he's been playing really good Magic.
Playing good Magic, drawing a little well, and just, I think, has a pretty good deck list, too. I like his list a lot. Third place, Sean Ryan, also playing no rug. Fourth place, this is the match we're going to see, the fourth versus fifth place matchup, Jesse Hampton versus Jesse Roberts. Jesse Hampton playing blue-red Stifle Knot, deck we haven't seen a lot of recently. But as Jesse brought it back to the forefront today. And then on the other hand, Jesse Roberts playing Depths Junk, the deck that Brian Boss made top 8 with last week in Cincinnati. Pretty cool little deck.
I really like covering that deck. I can't wait to see it in action.
Same. You covered it earlier. And
yeah, it was really sweet. I like all the cards in it. I mean, I'm a junk guy at heart, so I really like that deck.
Yeah, I mean, if you don't know what's going on, it's basically a junk deck, so green, white, black, but it also has the Dark Depths combo.
Yeah.
Living Wish finds either end of the combo, which is awesome. Sixth place, Brian Elliott, the originator of Hive Mind, playing his namesake deck,
Sweet.
Hive Mind. Chris Van Meter also playing Hive Mind, and then Adam Wargo playing Dredge in 8th place. So that looks like 3 Hive Mind decks, 2 no-rug decks, a blue-red deck, a Depth Strunk deck, and a Dredge deck.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Hive Mind, a lot in this top 8. We'll see if it carries through into the semifinals and finals.
Yeah, I mean, the deck seems really good. I wonder what it's like against Dredge. I have no clue.
Just erase I think it might be a little unfavored if they have ball therapies early. Like they'll tear your hand apart. Just name Hive Mind and it'll be a
And
big
they seem
issue.
like they might have a little bit faster of a draw than you as well.
Yeah, I mean, some of the Dredge, Adam Wargo's Dredge deck can have a faster draw, and also, like I said, Cabal Therapy is just a total breaker. Plus, Winds of Change after sideboarding. I don't think he had it, but if he did, it would be a pretty nice one.
Cool.
So that's what we're going to watch. On the other hand, Jesse Hampton, we saw him back in round 4 fighting off against Gabe Carlton Barnes, and he's playing blue-red, kind of like control, Trinket Mage, Sensei's Top, but also has the Stifle Dreadnought combo.
Sweet. All right, we got some deck lists. So I have seen this already. The cool thing about the junk deck is it is running Mental Misstep.
Yep, 4 missteps.
Takes advantage of the free Phyrexian mana spells.
You have to prevent yourself from being swords or path.
And yeah, so the deck list over here by Jesse is 2 Vendilion Clicks, 3 Trinket Mages, 4 Grim Lavamancer, 1 Phyrexian Dreadnought, so he only gets it with the Trinket Mage. It's just a small little piece of his combo. 4 Brainstorm, 4 Force, 4 Stifle, 4 Misstep, 2 Snare, a Daze, just 1 Get Your Daze.
Yep.
An Engineer Explosive that also gets with the Trinket Mage, a Basilisk Collar to go with the Grim Lavamancers, a Top just to go with your deck, and 3 Fire and Ices, and then just a Spatter of Lands with 3 Jason Mind Sculptors, because it's everywhere this weekend.
Better than all, as some have said in the past.
Yeah, so I actually like the junk deck in this matchup. There's a lot of counter magic, but the game's going to go really long. And I guess setting up like Grim Lavamancer plus a Basilisk Call or something that might happen.
I mean, one of the big things for me is Jesse doesn't have a good answer to the Dark Depths combo, save
They're
for
both
Stifle.
Jesse's.
Or, no, that's a good one. Jesse Hampton playing the blue-red deck doesn't have a good answer to the Dark Depths, save for maybe Stifle. Other than that, if a 2020 comes into play, he's going to have to jace it back or be hard-pressed to deal with it otherwise.
And you can't really jace it. I mean, you can ice and then jace it. I can see that. But you're not going to just make your 2020, get it chump blocked by a Vendilion Click and then get it bounced, you know?
Right. I mean, you can maybe maneuver it. You can like fire your Hexmaze on your turn, see what you do, but...
Or just ice it down before it attacks.
Right.
I mean, he's not going to be counterspelling that.
Yeah, same thing.
I mean, yeah, he doesn't have a lot of... I mean, the Stifle, the Brainstorms, and the Spell Snares get missed at, but he doesn't have a lot of targets for Robert's Mental Missteps in his deck.
Yeah, I mean, missteps doesn't have that much. Mainly, I think fighting over mental missteps might be one of the biggest misstep things in this matchup.
Fighting over like a Thoughtseize or something.
Thoughtseize, yeah, exactly. It's an interesting matchup. I mean, we haven't seen this blue-red deck really since AJ Soccer played it 3 or 4 months ago.
Yeah, which is one of the matches I did watch when I was watching Legacy. I remember watching him pilot it to a really good win. Yeah, it kind of showed up there and then quickly tapered off, but we have it back here again, hands of Jesse Hampton. Jesse Roberts playing the Drunk Depths deck. 2 people played it last week in Cincinnati. One made top 8. And I really do like Jesse Hampton's the red-blue players sideboard for this matchup. He has 2 Submerges, and 2 Sword Temptations. I really want to see a 2020 switch sides.
Huh.
That'd be really interesting to see.
All right, well, we will see if the 2020 switch a sides.
All right,
here we
let's do
go.
this.
Welcome to the quarterfinals of the Stars to Games Open Series. I'm Gavin Verhey here with Brad Nelson. On your screen, the 2 top competitors we're watching, 4th and 5th seed. On your right, Jesse Roberts. Jesse Roberts is playing the Junk Depth deck. Dark Confidants, Hex Mages, Tarmogoyf's Knights. Hex Mages, of course, go with Dark Depths, which you can find with the Nether Reliquaries if you need to.
Or your Living Wish.
Right. You also have Living Wish, which you can find either end of the combo. Then Mox Diamond, Thoughtseize, Swords, Mental Misstep. Some traditional junk cards. Misstep, not really so traditional, but helps protect your combo a little bit. On the other end, Jesse Hampton playing the blue-red deck, the Stifle Knot deck. We saw AJ Stalker play about 4 months ago. Who do you think has the edge here? You think maybe Jesse Roberts playing the junk deck might be a little
I'm probably
favored?
a little biased because it is it's a junk deck, but I think that might have the edge. I just like the spells that it's playing, and slower like blue-red decks. I feel if like Jace is going to be the one decider, but there is 4 or 3 Hex Mages that can actually stop a Jace from taking over a game. So, I mean, it depends on that, but Jace does get an advantage. Well, Jesse just raw dogs his Sensei Zavani top in his opener.
Yeah, I saw that one earlier too. It's a good one to have.
Good card for this matchup, yeah.
Yeah, especially against the discard. Yeah. And if Jesse doesn't have a mental misstep, that top is going to be brutal. I don't think he does. Yep.
Yeah, it's in play.
And Mox Diamond comes down for Jesse Roberts.
Are we going to see a turn 2 or turn 1 Dark Confidant?
Oh, that card is brutal.
Last time we watched Jesse Roberts, he was tricking us and played a Hex Mage, but then he played a Knight and then he got a 2020 really quick. So it was actually probably better than the Bob.
Yeah, the turn 1 Dark Confidant, whenever that happens, you just feel so far ahead.
Yeah, it feels so good. If it survives and you untap with it.
Yeah, it's like play it, cross your fingers, hope they don't kill it.
Such a crush when they do kill it though.
Yeah, you gotta play a second one then. That's how I roll.
Alright, so what's he gonna do with his 2 land, or 2 mana? And
There's
it is
the
a
Confidant. I think Jesse's gonna have to force
there is a force, and I would force it too, unless he has a Fire and Ice waiting.
Yeah, I like force pitching Stifle. I think that's what he's gonna do. A little off camera, but I'm pretty sure that was the Stifle he drew away.
Makes a lot of sense. Alright, so Jesse is going to use the top's first ability during his upkeep.
Alright, so Jesse looking for something a little special. Looks like Stifle's still in Jesse's hand, so he might not throw it away. Maybe he wants to save it for the Hex Mage. We'll get confirmation.
Or just even a fetch land.
Right. We'll get or Wasteland, maybe.
Yeah.
Nether Reliquary comes down.
And that is resolving. Oh, he does have a Fire and Ice. I wonder if he drew that, but I wonder why he didn't use that on the Bob and kept the force around.
Yeah.
He might have just found that.
It's possible he just found it off the top, yeah.
Alright, there's a Jace, so he's... Is there a card on the top that is he maybe just digging to see if that last card's a Force of Will? Alright, yeah, he spins the top and he must have found a Force of Will. Able to counter the Knight and getting rid of all the threats. And now top plus Jace is probably going to be able to take over this game if Jesse Roberts doesn't have any more action.
Yeah, I mean, I can't see what's in Jesse's hand.
Which Jesse?
It's Jesse Roberts' hand, sorry. I have to use last name. I can't see what's in Jesse Roberts' hand.
Top comes back, and okay, so he has the Stifle and a Jace. Or no, he just has Fire and...
Oh, there's
Stifle.
Thoughtseize.
He pitched the Jace. It's interesting that he pitched the Jace. It seems like such an important card in this matchup.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, Jason's like a
just to
incredible
keep a
card.
Stifle. I mean, the Stifle does protect him from landing another land, but the Fire Ice didn't seem that relevant.
No,
Because I feel like my goal right now would be to try to get up to 4 lands and then get the Jace in play.
yeah, I was really surprised that he threw away the Jace.
I mean, Jesse Roberts has played 3 creatures in a row, but his deck list only has 14.
Yeah, and even then, the Jace could trample out those creatures with the bounce ability, ability too.
He's more afraid of getting 2 in play instead of 1.
Sure. There's 3rd land for Jesse Hampton. It just seems like, especially with top out, you can find your land drops to even cast that Jace too.
Or the game's going to go long enough where Jace is going to become relevant.
Right. Agreed.
Your top's going to help you get through all your turns.
Definitely surprised me, but that's the line of play he made. Looks like Jesse Roberts is looking over, trying to figure out how big that Tarmogoyf is. We see creature, sorcery, land, instant. So I think.
So why do you think that he took the Fire and Ice? He doesn't. You don't think he wants to use the Wasteland to keep him down on lands?
Yeah, this Fire and Ice surprised me too, but I think maybe if he knows about Stifle, he can just play to make the Stifle, or he's just gonna do that.
Run into it
and get stifled.
He's just gonna run. He has Dark Depths next mage in hand.
So Jesse's gonna brainstorm in response.
I do like the I'm not afraid of your Stifle, run right into it, see what he does. You can just Stifle, protect the land.
And there's Life from the Loam.
Oh, he's just going to get it back anyway.
Yep. And he gets back Wasteland, 2 lands, and that's bad news for Jesse Hampton.
Yeah.
The whole Loam, Wasteland
top
thing.
does not generate card advantage, it just generates just your card. The, what's the word I'm thinking? Just how good your cards are actually coming out.
Yeah, for sure.
And Life of the Loam is just going to probably beat just like sifting through your deck.
And there's Mox Diamond, another one.
I mean, if he's going to be loaming next turn, he doesn't need all of them anyway.
Right, and another Wasteland. And there's a Living Wish.
What is he going to go get?
Oh, lots of options. Oh, I don't think he's either half the combo, so he might just go get a Tarmogoyf.
Yeah, just get another beater.
Outlandish.
I don't think so. I mean, that protects him if Jesse Hampton's able to find a land plus a Jace and flip, or... Because that's really the only thing that I think he has going for him right now. I mean, just drawing any creature really doesn't do anything.
Yep, I mean, that's what he finds, is the Tarmogoyf. That seems totally reasonable to me. He doesn't either have the combo, so he just wants to get
When your
something.
opponent has 3 lands and a tap and no cards in hand, why not go beat down? Jesse Roberts forgot to put the Tarmogoyf back in his hand, and Jesse Hampton reminded him. He's like,
Green Zenith
that's
for
not
2.
happening.
Okay. And Living Wish gets exiled, and it looks like now he's passing to Jesse. Jesse's going to use the top.
Well, he's thinking if he wants to crack the land and use the top right now, he might get stuck with some cards he doesn't really want.
Right.
All right, he's just going to go to his turn.
Oh, just going to pass.
And not even activated. He must remember and like that card that he drew.
Don't know what card that is. But he's definitely holding it close.
I bet if this was bright early in the morning, we would know. We would have remembered what he topped back earlier. Just a Wasteland.
Yep, just a Wasteland. Wasteland comes down, and you could waste
I mean,
none of Jesse's lands, but Wasteland looks pretty bad right now. There's a Life from Loam Wasteland on the other side of the board.
Yeah, I don't like that.
So Jesse's going to crack and draw off that top.
I'm thinking
And then shuffle the top
it's
away.
a Jace.
All right, yep, that's what it's got to be.
Yeah.
And down comes Jace, the Mind Sculptor. And that'll probably bounce Tarmogoyf? Or is that even worth it?
No, I don't know. I mean, losing top kind of sucks, but dealing with 2, I think you bounce the Tarmogoyf and then you brainstorm and try to find maybe like a Stifled Dreadnought, some combination of cards to get you to have the biggest creature.
Yep, I mean, Jesse Roberts is going to deploy both Tarmogoyfs this turn.
For sure.
And so he'll play both those guys out, and then the Jace will just go for Brainstorm. Jesse Hampton will try and find something. I'm looking over his deck list. Yeah, I think Trinket Mage Dreadnought is certainly a thing you could do. And
he would have to find the Dreadnought somehow and find a Stifle and hopefully just get the biggest creature on the board. Then maybe find the 3rd Jace and then start getting card advantage.
Jesse Roberts opts to Wasteland away one of Jesse Hampton's lands. And down comes Savannah. Or is that Savannah or Scrubland? Those 2 are always so like. I think it's Savannah. Pretty sure it's Savannah. For Jesse Roberts.
I mean, I'm guessing it looks like a Scrubland. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Scrubland.
Okay, it might be Scrubland. The Scrubland and Savannah.
I have played with Scrubland.
Alright, well there we go. I mean, I played Scrubland too, but...
It's probably not now. Oh, a Dark Confidant.
Alright, so Confidant Tarmogoyf. Another good duo.
He drew a lot of creatures this game.
Yeah, that's
Some great disruption creatures. I like his
disruption
deck.
creatures.
Where was Jesse Roberts when I was playing in Providence?
Yeah. Looks like Jesse Hampton draws Academy Ruins. Another card. Puts the Academy Ruins back. Can't quite make out the other two cards. So he's going to crack a Scalding Tarn.
That last card has to be pretty relevant. I mean, why would he need... He doesn't need 4 lands for anything, correct? Oh, engineered for 2?
Oh my.
That would be a blowout.
If that's what he found, that'd be unreal. Too bad he had to shuffle away the Academy Ruins if that was the case, but... Did he find the 1 Engineer Explosives? That would be pretty... No, I guess not. Brainstorm.
Darn. That would have been pretty exciting.
So it looks like he sees Spell Snare, Misstep Land. I think that... wow, I think that might be game.
Yeah, it's going to be bad.
Your next 3 draws do nothing.
Yeah.
And that Jace is dying from the attack this turn. All right, passes back to Jesse Roberts. Come on, Bloodsteel Colossus. Nope. All right. Here's the Swamp.
I mean, you could have said Draco and just killed him.
Yeah, let's be realistic. I mean,
Let's be realistic.
He doesn't have Draco in his deck. Jeez. All right, so he's gonna dredge the life in the loop. Though I do love me some Erratic Explosion Draco. That's always good times.
Have you ever done it?
I've not. I've actually never put it in a deck, but I always think it's cool when someone else does. I remember a Goblin sideboard I saw once and extended that had the combo, and it was pretty neat. All right, so sends in both on the Jace. Jace is brutally murdered, and he will be sculpting no more mines for now. And just Life in the Loam going to rebuy that Wasteland, further hampered Jesse Hampton's mana base.
Yeah, this is all but over. I mean, there's 2 dead cards on top of his library. Like,
yeah. I mean, Jesse Roberts has 2 time walks, basically. Yeah, Jesse Hampton just picks it up. Yeah, that's it. So now we go to sideboards. This is, I think, where things get especially interesting.
Yeah, mostly because Jesse Roberts doesn't have a ton of cards that can come in, and there's some cards that Hampton actually gets that can be valuable, like Sword of Temptation. I think is going to be a really big player in this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, if you feel like a Dark Confidant or a Tarmogoyf could be huge. So the real fast, the 2 cards Jesse Roberts does get, Inquisition of Kozilek, I think. Yeah. We're going to see those come in.
For sure.
The other thing you can do is you can maybe board in, Jesse Roberts has 10 different targets for Living Wish. Yeah. And some of those could be subbed in if, you know, it doesn't
I don't think you want those, though. Like, look at how tight this deck is. Like, you're not going to board out your Hex Mages, your Tarmogoyf Knights, or Dark Confidants. Mental Misstep is probably good enough. Sword of Plowshare is obviously still good enough because they got deckless, and he knows that he has, like, Lavamancers and Vendilion Clicks and Dreadnought even. And your Life and Loams and Living Wishes are still really, really good. I think you still want a Tarmogoyf in your sideboard for your for your Living Wishes.
I agree.
And you want the Wasteland as well.
I mean, I think you're going to bring in those 2 Inquisitions. I don't know over what, though.
Oh, I mean, I'd bring in the Inquisitions, and I'd probably cut maybe some combination of Mint to Misstep or Sword. They seem like the weakest cards in the deck.
I agree. I think probably Swords.
Yeah,
it's close. Maybe not. Maybe Misstep. It's close either way.
I mean, like we said, Misstep is kind of weak. It's going to help against his Brainstorms and his Stifles and his Spell Snares, but other than that, like, I don't think he's going to worry too much about a Grim Lavamancer. Only the combo really hurts him in any way. Like, Grim Lavamancer obviously takes down Dark Confidant, but that's about it, where Sword can still deal with that. I think Mental Misstep might be the card that he boards a couple out of.
I could see him boarding a couple of Missteps, maybe even a 3rd Misstep if there's a card he wanted to bring in. But anyway, to Jesse Hampton's sideboard, this is where I think it really turns the matchup around potentially a little bit.
Submerges and Sword of Temptations are really going to help out. I think Submerge comes in. It doesn't have to hit a green creature, it just has to have a force.
Put your 2020 on top of your library, I think. Yes.
Yeah, Submerge is coming in, Sword of Temptations coming in. The cards that I think lose a lot of value, I mean, Daze is amazing. I think Fire and Ice is kind of weak, but it still deals with Dark Confidant, but that's about all it does. And I don't know if that's good enough. Like, there's a card that costs 1 colorless, 1 red, destroy target Confidant. Is that good enough?
Yeah, it's not that exciting. I mean, it's a little okay against the Hex Mage depth plan.
Even though, and Grim Lavamancer already deals with Confidant as well.
How do you think those Mental Missteps are? Could we see both players sideboard out some Missteps here?
I mean, I definitely think so. With only Swords and Thoughtseize, like,
Inquisition, but yeah.
Yeah, both decks aren't really their main cards are not 1-drops. So, like, I can definitely see it. I mean, like, yeah, I could definitely see Mental Misstep coming out. Hampton more than Roberts.
Yeah, I agree. I think Hampton is more likely to bring out mental missteps than anything else.
Yes, it's card quality. It's been a very long day. I just got that Twitter announcement.
So anyway, so we have. See, if we're gonna bring in 5 cards, probably cut. I think you're right. Cut 3 Fire Ice. Like, do you want Stifle here, or do you just need blue cards for Forcible? That's another factor.
I mean,
here.
you still have the Phyrexian Dreadnought that you want your Stifles for, and Stifle can hit Wastelands and Sacklands, Night activations, Vampire Hex Mage activations, and even it's relevant. Your Stifle can protect your Jace from a Vampire Hex Mage.
Right.
So I think Stifle's going to stay on the deck. It just has a lot of applications with everything. Spell Snares are obviously amazing. Missteps and Fire and Ices seem like the weakest cards. Daze seems awesome too. Like the 1 Daze. I mean, I wouldn't touch that.
Yeah, okay, I can get that. I can get behind that. I think you cut Missteps over Fire Ice, I think. Or I guess getting Thoughtseize is pretty relevant.
I mean, Fire and Ice only hits Dark Confidant where Mental Misstep hits Swords of Plowshare, Thoughtseizes, other Missteps. I think it just has more applications than Fire and Ice. I mean, but he has Fire and Ice in his deck, so there's maybe he knows something about this format that I don't. Like, Fire and Ice just seems really weak in most matchups, actually.
I think it's just a card that's all about utility. I think you tap with it a lot more often than, like, for example, if Jesse's on the play, just goes land, whatever, land, ice your land, you know? No Confidant, no Tower of Life.
That's true. On the play, that actually does make sense.
Right.
Just time walking. So I didn't even think about that. Yeah, then I would take up 4 Missteps.
That's why I kind of like Fire Ice here. You just do it on the play. You also just buy a turn against some guys.
On the draw, I wouldn't want any Fire and Ices in my deck.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think we'll maybe see Fire Ice in for this game, maybe Missteps out for last game, so. And should be an interesting match. It's played out, game 1 played out pretty interestingly. I think Jesse just a little light on resources there.
I mean, I don't know.
Jesse brought Hampton, rather.
Yeah, Hampton was not low on resources. Roberts came out of the gates fast, did everything to get that game going. Like, you think about it, he Thoughtseize, he took the 1 card that might have had application later, then he used the Wasteland to get the Stifle out of the hand just to life the loan back, while playing a bunch of creatures.
Yeah, I mean, Hampton was a little constrained by mana. He pitched that Jace, which was the one thing I don't really like. I felt like maybe if he kept
then
Jace.
he found the Jace the 1 turn he could have played it, and it did nothing.
It's true.
And it would have been gone because of the Thoughtseize as well.
Right, that's fair. All right, and they're off. So it looks like Scalding Tarn down for Jesse Hampton. And I see a Brainstorm in Jesse's hand. I think a Force of Will. Maybe a Mental Misstep. Yeah, it looks like Misstep is there.
So he did keep Mental Missteps in.
Okay. Jesse just goes Catacombs past.
And he kept Fire and Ice in. Well, what do we know?
Run the big old shaves. Maybe he kept Stifle Dreadnought. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, he could have just dropped the Stifle Dreadnought. It seems like the 12 is really good, though.
Jesse sacrifices his Scalding Tarn. And I think we're going to see Brainstorm here.
Is there a lot of Brainstorm?
So there's a Tormod script at the bottom of Jesse's Hampton's deck. I mean, he brought in Tormod script as well.
What did he take out?
Think he took out Lavamancers?
How that could be. I mean, maybe that combo is just not assemblable. Took out Lavamancer, and, well, I think you still keep the Basilisk Color in.
Just so you can trade your guys with their goals.
Yeah, your Trinket Mage at least can trade with a guy. I mean, that probably could have came out, but it seems it seems arguable. Like, I would be fine hearing somebody's argument about keeping the collar in. All right, misstep on misstep.
And there's both players' missteps. And another misstep from Jesse Roberts.
Our sideboarding was completely wrong.
Maybe Jesse took out his swords.
Yeah, that could have been it.
Maybe all these players just cut 8 lands. I don't know.
I don't think we went that far.
It's Legacy. Anything is possible. Jesse's hand, I think he has double Force of Will. Yeah, he's got double Force hiding in there. And a Wasteland, I believe.
Are you really going to force a misstep just to Brainstorm? I really want some action.
I don't like that. I mean, what cards are you going to put back if you do that, too?
Yeah, I mean this seems like a very aggressive play when you're trying to make your own when your own game plan worked when I think just countering some of Jesse Roberts' plays.
Wow, he goes for it.
Huh.
Yeah, I just like countering whatever Jesse plays.
Oh yeah, I guess this is a rock deck. I mean, some decks do sometimes take the Force of Wills out. Is that a mistake that Hampton didn't? Or is this a different type of rock deck? I mean, there's still a lot of attrition with like Life of the Loam and Thoughtseize.
Taking out your forces against those decks is
Better
something
against
you can definitely do. Better against him decks for sure.
Yeah.
Like hitting Dark Confidant is really important.
Yeah.
Also, being able to deal with the combo.
And there's a
at night.
Relic of Progenitus as well.
Wow. Jesse did not like a lot of cards in this matchup. All right, so Jesse resolves Brainstorm, lays a Relic, and will start chipping away at the graveyard.
Yeah.
And Jesse cracked us with Verdant Catacombs.
I wonder what kind of 2-drop he's going to get in play.
I think we'll see Confidant or Tarmogoyf. More importantly, I think Jesse's going to kick himself for using that Force of Will.
Yeah, I think he's going to kick himself for using that Force of Will.
It just seems like really aggressive brainstorming there.
Yeah.
We'll
Especially
see.
without a sack land already.
All right, land.
Hexmage, Tarmogoyf.
Tarmogoyf.
He's just going to pitch his last 2 cards to kill Tarmogoyf, and
I mean,
leaves a
Tarmogoyf with Relic to
4.
play.
Yeah, it's not that big of an issue.
Yeah, not that big of an issue.
I mean, it will become one, though.
Yeah, it will become one, but Jesse's going to have some time. He's going to Scrabble Jesse's graveyard. Gets rid of a Mental Misstep. And draws... Is that a Jace? Or Trinket Mage? Okay.
There's a Trinket Mage.
But it does not have a land.
No, he just has to send it.
Alright.
This is one of the things when I start learning about Legacy for the first time that I never understood. It's like turn 3 and he missed a land drop. And I would think that's going to change the game, you know. The game's over. And that's just one part of this game that's not. Like Legacy, he could definitely come back without even having missed or not made his land drop.
The cards are just so powerful and so
Yeah.
cheap. So Jesse Roberts casts a Living Wish. I don't know what's in his hand. If he's a part of the combo, I think we might see some of that. Otherwise, it might just be time for Tarmogoyf beatdown again.
Yeah. I mean, 2 Tarmogoyfs against a Relic does kind of seem awkward right away, but what else are you going to go get?
I mean, Gaddock Teague is an option. Pride Mage is an option. You could preemptively get a Hex Mage.
Yeah. I can definitely see that. That gives you protection against a Jace.
Oh, no, Tarmogoyf time. Bring in the Goifu. So, puts Tarmogoyf in his hand. And he's going to pass back to Jesse Hampton.
Send it over.
And scrabbles a little bit with the Relic. Think Jesse should just be cycling that Relic to find a card? Or do you... Looks like you drew Grim Lavamancer there.
Yeah.
Or is that Grim Lavamancer?
Yeah, that's Grim Lavamancer.
Okay.
It's
So
the
he
old
left
one.
in Lavamancers too. Maybe Jesse just ran the shaves. Got one of this, one of that. Don't need this one, don't need that one. Kind of like this one, but could work with only 3. So there's Tarmogoyf.
Alright, on the table.
And now he's going to Scrabble. Maybe we'll see it finally kicked out here. Or he's just going to keep it around. I guess if he can just contain both Tarmogoyfs, it's not going to matter, right?
Yeah, they're not aggressive if he can like remove some of his own graveyard and keep him in check. Hell, there's a good chance that he just like drops a Jace and 2 Tarmogoyfs do nothing.
What a strange little board state. That Marsh Flats will help out
Yeah.
Jesse Roberts a little bit. So. And of course, Jesse Hampton gets to choose which card to remove, so we'll be taking the odd man out on himself. Looks like he removes
He removed the land though,
the land.
and so then Jesse Roberts just sacks his land to keep him at the same.
Right.
I don't know if Hampton fully thought about that.
I mean, maybe he just wanted to force Jesse to crack his land now.
Oh, that's true. Force him because it's going to be. If he takes anything else, he'll stay the same size.
Right.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Then he can Scrabble Jesse's graveyard next turn.
Now there's the Savannah.
Right. See, so is that Savannah and Scrabble in play, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Savannah's on the north side.
Yeah, it's in the one in the middle. So they look pretty similar. Don't have the nice little boxes we have today where they're like half color and all fancy. Just a lot of black text on a similar looking piece of art.
Alright, so he's going to pop it, try to get some card advantage. Right. Just your spell snare. Did he play 2 lands this turn? Oh, no, he didn't. No.
All right. Well, Jesse Hampton found his 3rd land finally.
Trinket Mage.
And there's a Trinket Mage. All right.
You want to go get Collar, maybe?
Or Center's top.
Top to
probably.
start getting some
I think
card
top
advantage,
is probably where it's at. Oh, he's pulls his Tormod script to the front.
That doesn't seem like...
I think you gotta get
decision.
top here.
Yeah.
So no, what Jesse did there with the Relic of Progenitus is or Jesse Hampton did with the Relic, Engineered Explosives. That's pretty good. So he made him crack the Marsh Flats and then exiled the graveyard. Yeah. So that way the Tarmogoyfs are just a 0. But if you did all the work to make the Tarmogoyfs to 0, I thought you'd get top now. Maybe not Explosives, but I guess Explosives is good against Jesse Roberts' deck in general. Let's see. Fondles his lands a little bit. I'm not sure what's in his hand. Urborg is in play, which is pretty relevant. Swords on the Trinket Mage.
Just to get some damage in.
Yep. Tarmogoyfs become 1/2s. Deal right back that damage. Also, if Jesse is choked on swords, Jesse Roberts is choked on swords with plowshares. It makes sense to use one right here. And looks like he's going to crack in with those Goyfs.
Oh, Wasteland.
Oh, Wasteland too. That's rough for Jesse Hampton. He really needed that land.
He needed the color.
Yeah, he needed the color too for that Explosives. Once again, I'm surprised he didn't get top there.
I mean, Engineered Explosives does deal with the guys.
So he draws Mental Misstep.
Just has to pass back. I mean, I don't see any other decision he can make. He just has to send it back.
Yeah, it's gross for Jesse Hampton. Not what he wants. Things are looking increasingly dire. And there's a forest for Jesse Roberts.
Just drew another Jace. Times are getting really rough now. He's already down to 6, so even if he draws a land, he can't put the Engineered Explosives in play and activate it the next turn before he's dead. Now he needs a Tormod script.
Yeah, I mean, Max McCall just pointed out that with Engineered Explosives, it prevents Jesse from playing any more cards like Dark Confidant and furthering his board position, which is certainly good. It's just, I think it's going to be hard for Jesse to get back into the game.
Yeah, I agree.
If he has anything else. I mean, like destroying those Tarmogoyfs would have been very strong, but how is he going to win from that position after that? Like, you crack those and Jesse just unloads whatever's in his hand.
Well, he doesn't have anything in his hand.
Submerge for Jesse Hampton. He can cast a Submerge.
All right.
That's something.
So, but he's at 2 life.
Yeah, I think that's going to be it.
Yeah, that's the game, and Jesse Roberts takes it all.
I pointed this out. Thea Steele pointed on Twitter, Urborg is in play. He could have tapped for both colors.
Wow, how do we not catch that? Yeah.
It's funny. I saw the Urborg on Jesse Roberts' side of the board and was like, oh, it's never going to matter. Like, I'm not going to bring it up. I mean, Jesse Hampton doesn't need the black mana for anything. And then he just missed Urborg in play. And I think he's realizing it right now. Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, he's thinking about it.
Oh, no.
Oh, what a beating.
Oh, well, rough. I mean, even if he had done that, I don't know if he would have been able to get back into that game. But
yeah, I mean, who knows? Hi, Brad Nelson.